He has this hard image to uphold, but in terms of that, there's two sides to everybody. There's good and bad, there's hard and soft. So he was a well-rounded person. It wasn't just this hardcore, I don't give a F about anything. It was, you know, there's a person.
A hardcore rapper who celebrates sex, crime, and violence in his music is in a hospital tonight with AIDS. He says he has no idea how he got the fatal disease.
You know, like a month and a half before he got sick, and I'm kind of thinking New York is where he got sick because what happened, I was in the club. The club was called the Tunnel. That's near the river. Man, it was so cold. I'd never been that cold in my life, and the cabs wasn't stopping for no. So I stood outside for about 20 minutes, man, till my eyeballs was freezing. I went inside. He took off walking by himself. And I just know that's where he got sick.
I thought it was a serious problem then the first time when he went to the hospital, but then shortly thereafter when he wasn't getting better, maybe about a week later, and we went back and they started running a lot of tests, and definitely when I got the call with the diagnosis, that's when I knew it was serious.
I went to the hospital and I went into Eric's room and I think Tamika was in, and Eric wanted to talk to me. He said, "Mom, I have something to tell you." And I said, "Well, tell me then." He said, the doctor said I had something like Magic Johnson have, I'm sorry. And I said, "You mean to tell me?" And then he said, "AIDS."
Well, I heard it as a rumor from, from my homeboy's mother who works up there. About a week later, all these, people kept saying stuff, but it was still a rumor, still felt like a rumor. His assistant called me, and I went to school with her, so we know each other, and she just told me the real.
When the diagnosis was given and took place with the doctor, there were conversations between myself and him and his family of how to approach it, and due to the fact that he was in the limelight in terms of the public eye, other than just being Eric Wright at home or, that's my buddy, there are young people, older people, people that look to him as fans, kind of like, what are you doing, what's going on, good, bad, whatever, that something needed to be released, something needed to be said.
I'm not saying this because I'm looking for a soft cushion wherever I'm heading. I just feel that I got thousands and thousands of young fans that have to learn about what's real when it comes to AIDS.
I think Eazy's death changed not only me, but so many people in the community, black community, whatever community, in the ghetto rather, about AIDS, and let you know that not just the people way up here can get it, but the people down in the streets can also get it.
It's something that is real, it's something that is out there, and other than just Eric dying from the disease, there are lots of other people, millions of people that are dying from the disease every day and that are suffering from it.
I always knew that was some not to f with, and I always knew, even in my young stupid days, when I was a youngster, I took pride in strapping it on, you know what I'm saying? And, Eazy-E was a little more free with himself than that, you know what I'm saying? He said live it to the fullest, and that's what he did, so I couldn't really shed no tears for Eazy-E because he's he done lived life to the fullest, you know what I'm saying? He's been on the bottom all the way up to the top, he lived it how he wanted to.
This year is its 10th year anniversary, and letting people know what the company stood for, bringing it in a more positive light to show that it was more than a glorified production company, that it was a label that it broke and made its mark as a gangster rap label, but it's a bona fide label that had R&B, that had other rap acts, that is here to service. It was still that open door opportunity for a lot of urban people and young people that want to get into the industry. It's here. It's been here 10 years. It's a life. It was an idea, and it's a dream that came true, and it's still living, and it's still alive.
He put some life back into the rap game, you know what I'm saying, when he came from the police all the way to putting us in the game, you know what I'm saying. He kept the eras going about the game.
It ain't easy, it's work. He taught us how to handle the work, you know what I'm saying, how to watch out for the shiestiness, and just how to be humble. It's plain and simple. If Eazy-E, you know what I'm saying, wouldn't have been there for us, we wouldn't be here right now. You know what I'm saying, he gave us our chance, you know what I'm saying. Just like we've been saying, he gave us our walking shoes, we ran with them. You know what I'm saying, point blank. Much love, Eazy-E, rest in peace.